take the next step on the same leg. So if you're right foot dominant and you fail on the left foot, you don't get a breather and go back to your dominant side. You've got to repeat the process with your weaker leg. That could cost some athletes who try and go too fast an awful lot of time. Our first wave of athletes here in heat number 1. A couple of names that you would not expect to see in the bottom half of the point standings after 5 events. That includes in lane number 8, Cole Sager. Bit of a surprise there. Elijah Muhammad in lane number 12, Alex Smith in lane 15. But most notably near the back of the pack in lane 18, Josh Bridges.
And I'm waiting for him to buck the trend. I know I kind of bring his name up every time, but this is an event for Josh Bridges. I said that last night during Amanda 45, but this is an event that he can do well here for this long chipper.
Josh Bridges, the updated graphic, the updated standings, I should say, 36th place coming into this event. Cole Sager, another athlete that is very surprising to see in the back half.
Well, he's always been a
round 2.
Zach Carcetti broke off a chain of 67 unbroken to start this round of 100 pull-ups. He was the leader briefly. Now it's Jeff Katzer. You'll notice his name highlighted in blue at the top of the screen with the rep number 74. That's where he is as the leader. Everybody else's number will be showing how many reps they are behind the lead.
And if you're good at pull-ups, be good at pull-ups. Just don't overstretch your bounds. But as you said, you know, you get to a certain point on the leaderboard at a certain time in the weekend. But hey, I'm at the CrossFit Games. There's no, you don't know if you're going to make it back. You want to make the most of what you can with the opportunities that you have. So going big, early, deep in these sets, it's not a terrible idea if you're still on the leaderboard.
1 minute, 53.2 seconds for Jeff Katzer.
Round 3.
Approaching rep number 50 of 80 for Josh Bridges, who has now found himself in the lead, and that's a usual position for him in terms of his historical trends at the CrossFit Games. But this year, it's the first time we've seen him contending for a heat win, really all weekend.
It's a beautiful pace by Josh Bridges, and it's consistent. It's the same thing in the California region in 2015. Now, what Katzer's doing is another good strategy. Don't just rest sitting at the top. That's still going to tax your hip flexors and your psoas. And that's just the muscles that open and close the hip, which is what you're going to need here in a little bit when you get to the pistols, especially when you get to the dumbbells. I don't think these guys really know what's waiting for them at the end. 20 dumbbells shoulder over heads with a 100-pound dumbbell looks very innocent on paper. After they're going to go through before they get there, it's going to be a
round 4.
Smooth and methodical on the pistols. You don't need to make up time on an implement that you're probably not as good at as, say, some of the bigger, stronger athletes. What you need to do is conserve energy and try to make that dumbbell a little bit easier if you can.
Second athlete onto the roller, you see on the far left side of the screen, Jason Carroll. This is Paul Castillo, who's joining the fray as well as Travis Williams and Jeff Katzer, our early leader here in Heat 1.
And I'm trying to look at these names up there in the top 5 as they navigate through this. You have Bridges, who's just a chipper master. Anything that has lots of reps, he excels in. Carroll, he's a grunt work, nose down type of master. He's got the skill set with the gymnastics movements. We'll see what happens on the board. We'll definitely see what happens with that dumbbell.
Round 5.
Jeff Katzer's Cole Sager is in. George Sanchez is in. Michael Kawanga has finished as well in 7th here in the heat. Jason Carroll holds on to 8th. Jeff Katzer is just now across the line in 9th. Daniel Quad rounding out our top 10 here in heat number 1. James Newbury. Next finisher will be Phil Walsh